hidden in the long lists of names and genealogies in the Old Testament. There's a name that suddenly shines like a light in the darkness. His name was Jabez, a man whose story is told in just 2 verses, but whose faith echoes through the centuries. Jabez's life began with pain. His mother, burdened by sorrow, named him Jabez, meaning sorrowful or he who makes sorrow. In his first breath, he carried a name soaked in sadness, a label that could have defined his future. Growing up, every whisper of his name reminded him, "You are pain." But Jabez, he refused to accept that as his destiny. In a world where names shaped futures, he dared to believe that God could rewrite his story. One day, with faith bigger than his circumstances, Jabez cried out to the God of Israel, "Oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me, and that you would keep me from harm, so that I may not cause pain." It wasn't a timid prayer. It was a bold, desperate plea from a heart that longed for more. And God heard him. Without thunder from heaven, without shaking mountains, quietly, but powerfully, God granted his request. Jabez was no longer the boy named Sorrow. He became a man marked by divine blessing, favor, and expansion. His story reminds us that pain is not the end. Labels don't define us. Our prayers, bold, honest, and full of faith, have the power to change everything. You may have been born into struggle. You may have been given a name or a story filled with sorrow. But like Jabez, when you dare to believe, when you dare to pray, God can take your pain and turn it into blessing. If you believe that God can rewrite any story, hit like, subscribe for more inspiring Bible stories, and share this message of hope with someone who needs it today.